So today I'm going to do a quick short video on the new stamp duty changes. So these have now come in April 1st and they're going to be affecting first-time buyers, standard home buyers and investors alike. So stick around so you understand how this might impact you going forward with your property purchases. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Nebi and I'm a property investor with 2 properties here in Kent where I live and 4 up in Yorkshire with all properties cash flowing for me. And on my YouTube channel, I post several times a week helping you make profitable property decisions. I also do provide mentoring and coaching as well. So if this is something you're interested in, feel free to book in a discovery call with me in the pinned comment and the description below. So with that all being said, let's get into the video. So 2 days ago, the stamp duty tax changes kicked in. And ultimately what it means now is for everybody making their property purchases going forward, they're going to have to actually assess their upfront cost based on these new stamp duty taxes. So let's actually go through them one by one, starting with first-time home buyers, and then we'll move on to the standard buyers and also investors as well. So for first-time home buyers, the stamp duty tax relief has actually reduced from £425,000 to £300,000. So what this means is, prior to April the 1st, if you had purchased a property as a first-time buyer, any property purchase under £425,000 would have meant you're paying no stamp duty. However, that threshold now has dropped to £300,000. So as you can see here, the stamp duty on property purchases between £300,000 and £500,000 in that tier is 5%. So let's actually go through an example. So say you want to purchase a property for £400,000 now. Then on the first £300,000 of that property purchase, you wouldn't pay any stamp duty. However, on the next £100,000, you'd pay 5%. So for a £400,000 purchase as a first-time buyer now, you'd pay £5,000 in stamp duty tax. As a first-time buyer, you are going to want to factor this into your cost if you are looking to purchase properties above £300,000. So if you are a first-time home buyer and you're actually looking to purchase a property above £500,000, then the stamp duty tax relief you would have got as a first-time home buyer will be removed and you'll be looked at as a non-first-time buyer. And your stamp duty tax will be based on the threshold set there, which moves us on nicely to what the changes are now for non-first-time home buyers. So maybe you've purchased a property before, however you're looking to sell it and actually purchase another one to live in. So now you'll be paying stamp duty tax relief as a non-first-time home buyer. And these thresholds and the stamp duty tax reliefs here have also been dropped.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
So previously, you would not have to pay any stamp duty on the first £250,000 of that property purchase. This has now been reduced to £125,000. And above that, it's a tiered approach. So from £125,000 to £250,000, this is 2%. From £250,000 to £925,000, this is 5%. From £925,000 to £1.5 million, this is 10%. And then any property purchases made over £1.5 million is 12%. So let's look at an example here. Let's say you were looking to purchase a property for £400,000 as a non-first-time home buyer here in the UK. So the first £125,000 you wouldn't pay any tax on. The next £125,000 you would pay 2% tax on, which works out to £2,500. And then the amount between £250,000 and £400,000 you'd pay 5% tax on. And this is £7,500. The £7,500 plus £2,500 means you'd have to pay £10,000 now in stamp duty tax. Now let's look at it if you're purchasing an additional property. So this is for anyone that has either one property or properties and then looking to purchase more properties. How will this impact your stamp duty? The best way to explain this is there's going to be a surcharge of 5% in the rates for non-first-time buyers. So the rates you can see here for non-first-time home buyers. So if you add 5% onto that, then that will be your stamp duty tax when you are looking to purchase additional properties. I know. Crazy. So let's look at an example here. If you were looking to purchase property for £300,000, what would the stamp duty tax be here? So on the first £125,000, you're paying 5%. So that's £6,250. From £125,000 to £250,000, you're going to be paying 2 plus 5%, which is 7%. So you're going to be paying 7% stamp duty tax on that. So that's another £8,750. And then from £250,000 to £300,000, that's going to be 5 plus the surcharge of 5%, which is going to be 10%. So 10% of £50,000 is £5,000. So you add this all on, and then you've got a total of £20,000 in stamp duty. So as you can see here, the stamp duty tax for investors or those purchasing additional properties is going to be quite substantial. So you definitely want to factor this into your upfront costs when you're looking to make property purchases. So I hope this video helped you understand a little bit more about the stamp duty tax changes that came in earlier this week. And this should hopefully help you ensure that you factor this into your costs so you know what you're paying upfront when you're making property purchases going forward. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, and you found value from this video or any other video on this channel, then do subscribe as well. And until next time, happy investing.